Did you ever work with Carol Climax?
The Dirty Dachshund? I'll say. Flipping princess, mate.
I heard she was very beautiful.
Mind you, she acted like one too. Ordering this, demanding that.
What do you think about Professor Oubier?
Did you ever meet Bertrand Oubier?
Meet him? No. I saw him a few times, though. He didn't like his wife being in films.
Why not?
Do you think Oubier murdered his wife?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. Mind you, there were plenty of people who could have done her in.
I thought the public loved her.
Yeah, but people who knew her saw the other side.
So far, this guy is like the most chill dude. If I had to go through the rest of the adventure with a sidekick, it'd be this guy. Like, I think he gets it. He kind of gets it.
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
What's that, mate? Stone axe?
No, it's just a piece of polished stone.
Very nice indeed. Shine it up a bit, you get a few bob for that.
I feel that guy is just kind of on the level. You know, he's a stuntman. He's got nothing to prove to anyone. He's made his money. He's got his life. He's got his stories. He's completed the main quest, and now he's just doing side quests. That's how it is. That's just a regular... I think, yeah, we'd probably be his sidekick, wouldn't we? Should we leave this film set and go and try and find whatever we're actually looking for? We don't need to be here, do we? But, and this is very important, always chat to the crew. On every set I've ever been on, you always go and say hi to everyone who's on the crew.
Hi, I'm George Stobart.
My name's Harris. Most people call me Flash.
You're the cameraman, right?
That's right.
Why'd they call you Flash? You used to be a stills photographer?
Nope.
I decided not to pursue the subject.
So one thing I have discovered is there is, and this actually very much relates to what the stuntman was saying, there is the public persona of big stars, even, you know, small stars, and then there is the private, actual how they act persona. For example, I really like streaming and don't like streamer culture. I really like YouTube and making videos. I don't like YouTube culture because it's very shallow. It's remarkably cruel to a lot of people that are in it. It's very much he said, she said, playground gossip logic like that. It's gossip, it's mean girls and mean guys, it's cliques. It genuinely is. It really absolutely, I mean, the amount of events that I've been to that are, oh no, like drama alert type bullshit, pretty much. There are a couple of YouTubers and Twitch streamers who, behind the scenes, are either exactly the same or nicer. Now, there are a couple of them. Behind the scenes, they cannot work hard enough for you. They cannot stop trying to make you comfortable. They cannot show how thankful and how genuine they are, without a doubt. There are some lovely, I've said before, Spiffing Brit, absolutely up there. Kadikarus, lovely guy. Up is not jump, absolutely cool. You know, genuinely lovely people behind the scenes. There are a couple of people who their public persona is very important to them, but when the doors close, when the curtains close, when the lights go down, when it's just them and all of their compatriots, if you will, very different people. Wasn't cool hanging out with them at all. Was not cool. I've never met the Happy Hob or Mandalore Gaming, but I have spoken to them both, and they've both been very amicable, very friendly, and I've had lovely conversations with them. I've got spoken to Summoning Salt briefly. He was lovely. A couple of people that I watch all the time. Any of you guys watch the YouTube channel Ryan Doka, who does the shorts where he puts stuff in vodka for a week? And he's like, I'm putting this in this for a week or until something interesting happens. You know that guy that's like dominated YouTube shorts for a bit? He's really cool. He's genuinely. Yeah, basically, I do a weird thing. When I find someone on YouTube or Twitch that I like, as in I like their content, I respect what they're doing, I admire the effort they've put into it, I drop them a message if I can saying, hey, just want to say, big fan of your stuff, really like what you're doing with it, keep going, have a good day. And some people reply, some people don't. I don't expect to reply, but the people that do reply, I end up having conversations with, and we become friends. That's pretty much just how it works. Oh, the Outside Xbox team. Yes, I worked with the Outside Xbox team. I worked with them, the Oxventure guys, on the Shadow of the Dragon Queen Dungeons and Dragons book a couple of years ago now in London, actually. Johnny Ciardini was the dungeon master for a D&D one-shot that I kind of guest starred in as a bard. And they were lovely. Working with those guys, they were super cool. Outside Xbox were an absolute lovely bunch of people. The Team Triple Jump, they were lovely as well. Yeah, I've been very blessed and lucky enough to meet a lot of people who are very genuine about it. I think you can tell who's genuine about it based on who does YouTube and why they do YouTube. I've had so many people message me saying, hey Josh, can you give me advice on YouTube? And I actually saw a tweet about this recently. This one of those kind of YouTube gurus got the same kind of message, and they responded to this young kid saying, are you passionate about making videos? And the young kid responded, no, I'm passionate about passive income. Now, there is no doubt that YouTube and Twitch can become very successful passive income, but if you are not passionate about the process of what you do, then you will never reach that point. You need to become extremely passionate about what you do. You need to love what you do. Love the games that you're playing, love the videos that you're making, and do it even if it wouldn't end up being super successful. That's what you tend to find a lot of the kind of bigger YouTubers do. Yeah, they lack the heart. You can tell. You can tell. I mean, one of the reasons that I've not put any MMO videos out for a while is because I want to make this RuneScape video really good, and I want it to last and be... I don't want to put out crap for the sake of putting out crap. That dilutes the quality down. I don't want to do that. You need to love what you do. I've met a couple of people before who just absolutely love what they do. And you get that vibe, that energy. You know these are going to be successful. These people, they're going to find success. Because they will... There's only two possible options. They will either keep doing it forever and become successful, or keep doing it forever and then eventually die. And the great thing is, when they die, they won't know that they never succeeded. That's the only possible options to them. Success or keep doing it for the love of it. That's it. That's all they're going to do. And my God, eventually these people find success and they have a great life. And they love it. It's a happy ending either way because they love the process. So love the process. Anyway, to link this back to speaking to actors and actresses like that, there are a couple of people that I've met who are just absolute arseholes, and I will not work with them again because they are just awful to work with. Here's a secret that Hollywood won't let you know, or any kind of movie production thing, any kind of YouTube thing, Twitch thing, any kind of general media. If you are incredibly talented and really bloody good, but you're also an absolute nightmare to work with, you will not get work. Unless it's like, you know, super high-level Hollywood stuff. A lot of productions will work with someone who is very, very talented and easy to work with. It really is, without a doubt. Hang on, 4-2. Having heart is a waste of time. The algorithm and the greediness of YouTube ruin everything. Creators need to shit out tons of crap to keep in the loop only to survive and generate more terrible people personally. I mean, you can think that if you want to, but replace algorithm with audience. Everyone always says, how do we game the YouTube algorithm? You don't. You serve the audience. That's what you do. Having heart is a waste of time. Okay. You will discover that if you don't have heart, eventually everything gets revealed and people just turn on you for not liking that. Creators need to, shit out tons of crap. They don't need to. They can choose to if they want to. But if you put out quality, even if it takes you a bit longer, when you are discovered, if you want to be discovered, why have heart? The AI you're typing prompts into will never know the difference. I mean, you can use AI if you want to, but what I've tend to discover is, and this is why I like theatre more, I'm not saying that bad people don't succeed. They absolutely do. It's a horrible reality that being an arsehole, being arrogant, being powerful, being evil to a degree will get you to a level of success. It absolutely will. But there will come a point where the best way to advance is in a team. There is a famous saying, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And I very much agree with that. And it's very important that when you work with someone, you leave with the energy that you want to work with them again. You can absolutely, without a doubt, succeed through being an arsehole. We live in the real world. We can be honest. We can, look at reality and say, hey, look, there is a level of success that comes from being an evil arsehole. You can't deny that. But there's a huge advantage to having a team that like you and trust you. I mean, you can have a team of arseholes if you want, but what I'm not going to do is let the negativity seep in. You can't let that happen, because then it's a downward spiral of believing the worst things about humans. I've met a lot of very good people in the industry who want to continue to, make friends, work together, and produce something for the passion of doing it. Plus, if you work with an absolute arsehole, if you work with an evil person, they will only keep working with you until it is no longer relevant to them, and then they will drop you and leave on. It is not a solid foundation to build a team on, without a doubt. The most solid foundation to build a team on is when people are being kind of selfless and people are helping others, and you want to know that when you are in trouble, even if you are no advantage to your teammates, they will come and help you because you can be an advantage in the future. Very, very important. You can often tell a great deal about the character of someone about how they treat people when that person can do nothing for them. If you have all the money in the world, you don't need money. How you treat people that only have money to offer you will then say about you. If you don't need the career boost, if you don't need the help, how we treat those that cannot benefit us is very much an indicator of who you are. Give a man a bit of power and he will show you who he is. So it's very important to me to loop this all the way back round whenever I'm on a film or theatre set, to chat to as many people as I possibly can, because you never know who you're going to meet on the way up, and you will meet them on the way down. And how you treated them on the way up, very important. So to link that all back together, the reason I like theatre so much is some of you have said, oh, people just type in AI prompts to make YouTube videos. Yeah, they do. And some people just use a load of takes until it looks good. Yeah, they do. I like theatre because it shows you the skill of an actor. It tests them. You have to memorize a hell of a lot. You have to be able to act and perform consistently every single night for weeks, possibly months. You have to work with people to know which spot you're hitting on the stage. It's a different discipline. And I have met many people who have big successful YouTube channels, big successful Twitch channels, but the moment you put them on a stage, even if it's just doing a presentation to a small group of people, even if it's just doing an interview, even if it's doing some kind of podcast, or if it's doing a panel where they're giving a talk, and they break down. They really do. I've seen people who give the big I am as soon as they're on, the screen. You put them on stage in front of an audience, totally different person. Different energy, entirely. And then you kind of sit back and you think, that's a shame. That is a shame. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that they can't perform in public. I'm saying that it's a real shame that you see people perform such outward personalities on screen, and then in real life or even on stage, they just can't keep it up. I went to go and watch an actual performance of Treasure Island, believe it or not, many years ago at the British Theatre, National Theatre in London, and one of the main actors was a guy from Hollyoaks. They were advertising it everywhere. This man from Hollyoaks, this man from Hollyoaks is playing the main character. He's Long John Silver, someone, I forget who it was, someone from Hollyoaks. And I kind of sat there thinking, they're just going to use the fact that he's from Hollyoaks to bring the audience in. Oh no, this guy smashed it. Like, he came on, so he brought the energy. I'm like, oh my God, that guy's phenomenal. He was just so much energy, bouncing all over the stage. He was crying, he was screaming, he was singing. This guy was brilliant. And thankfully, I was able to go to the kind of green room party afterwards because I knew people who got me in. And I walked up and I'm like, hey man, I just want to say, that performance was phenomenal. And he was like, thank you so much, really enjoyed it. Glad you came. I've got to head off now, but have a good night. Walked off. Lovely dude. I don't know who he was, but he has got to still be working. Whether it's in theatre, film or TV, that dude has got to have a career still because, oh my God, he brought the energy. I would go and see it again just for him. He brought the performance there, without a doubt. You can tell who's doing it for a paycheck and who's doing it because they love doing it. I'm not saying that the people that love doing it don't also love being paid to do it, but there is a different energy, without a doubt. There's a level of energy there. I can't remember the guy's name. I really can't. But if I ever do, I'll stick it on like Twitter or Blue Sky, which apparently I'm on now. So to link this all back together, there will be people who succeed because they're arseholes. There will be people who succeed because they have used AI. There'll be people who've succeeded because they've abused all the people around them into a point of success. That happens. It's undeniable. However, you'll be happier if you are a decent person and build a team of decent people around you, without a doubt. My success is entirely on the fact that I undid this button and then just never did it back up. That's what it was. I know that.